Good morning, class. Before we start our class today, Miss Dakai, please lead the prayer. Good morning once again. How is your day, class? That's good. Is there any absent today? No one? Very good, class. Okay, class. I will show you some different pictures. Then identify what groups of sets is this. Pictures number 1. What groups of sets is this? Okay, Miss Dakay. A groups of transportation. Correct. Thank you, Miss Dakay. How about the next pictures? Miss Aryan? Sets of zodiac animal sign. Correct. Thank you, Miss Aryan. Next, Miss Kabillion. A set of standard pool ball. Correct. Thank you, Miss Kabillion. Next pictures. Miss Bella. A set of Lego toys. Correct. Thank you, Miss Bella. How about the last pictures? Miss Sarah? Sets of polyester world flag. Correct. Thank you, Miss Sarah. So what is it, by the way? A set is a collection of objects, things, or symbols which are clearly defined that individual objectives is a set are called the members or the elements of the set. Before I go through to the main topic today, let me discuss first the set of series symbols with you, class. First symbol, this one. We call that a set. So, set is a collection of objects. For example, A is equals to 1 and 3. B is a set of 2, 3, and 9. And C is equals to sets of 3 and 9. Next symbol, we call that intersect. For example, A intersect B is equal to 3. So 3 is to belong to both say set A and set B. This symbol, we call that a union. For example, A is union B is equals to 1, 2, 3, and 9. 1, 2, 3, and 9 are belong to set A or set B. This symbol, we call that a proper subset. For example, 1, a proper subset of A. And another example, C is a proper subset of B. A set that is contained is another set. Next symbol, we call that a subset. For example, 1 is a subset of A. And another example is 1 and 3 are subsets of A. So a subset is a set that is contained in or equal to another set. Next symbols, we call that not a proper subset. For example, 1 and 3 are a proper subsets of A. So a proper subset, a set that is contained in another set. Next symbol, this is superset. So for example, B as a superset of C. Superset is set B includes set C. Next symbol, we call that is a member. For example, 3 is A. 3 is an element in set A. Next symbols, we call that is not a member. For example, 4 is not a member of A. So, 4 is not an element of set A. A set must be properly defined so that we can find out whether an object is a member of the set. So now, let's proceed to our main topic today, class. What is the 3 methods of sets, by the way, class? First method is listing the elements or roster methods. So what is roster methods, by the way, class? So the roster methods is the sets can be defined by listing all elements but separated by comma and enclosed with braces. So this is we call that the roster method. Example, V is a set of A, E, I, O, U. Next example is B is equals to sets of 2, 4, 6, and 10. Next example, X is a set of A, B, C, D, E. Let's proceed to the next methods. So, what is the next method? The next method is the describing the elements. So, okay class, you have any idea what is the describing of the elements? Okay, let's proceed. So the describing the elements that can be defined where possible, the describing the elements clearly in words. So the difference between the roster method and the describing the elements is that the roster method you needs list all the elements, while the describing the elements is we need to describing the elements clearly in words. Example, V is the set of vowel letters. Next example, B is a set of even numbers from 1 to 10. Next example is X is the set of English alphabet. The last method is description by sets builder notations. The sets can be defined by describing the elements using mathematical statements. This is called the set builder notations. So, for example, this one. So, we need to read this. V is the set of all X such that X is an element of all vowel letters. Next example, this one. This is the set of all X such that X is an element of even numbers from 1 to 10. The next example, X is the set of X such that X is an element of English alphabet. We should describe a certain property which all the elements of X its sets have common so that we can know whether a particular thing belongs to the set. We relate a number as sets of using the symbol this one if an object is an element of set E. We can write that X is an element of A. If an object Z is not an element of a set A, we write the Z as a not element of A. A is an element of or a member of or belongs to. This element is not an element or is not a member or does not belong to. For example, if A is equals to 1, 3, and 5, then 1 is element of A and 2 is not an element of A. Okay, so now group yourselves into two. Group 1, Group 2. Choose your leader and secretary. And please answer this following problem. I will give you 10 minutes to answers. Okay, what is the answer for number 1? Group 1, roster methods. How about group 2? Roster method. Okay, thank you. Let's proceed for number 2. How about group 2? Describing the elements. How about group 1? Describing the elements. Let's proceed for number 3. How about group 1? Description by the sets builder notations. How about group 2? Same the answer. Let's proceed for number 4. How about group 2? Describing the elements. How about group 1? Same the answer. For the number 5, how about group 1? Roster methods. How about group 2? Roster methods. Okay, thank you. Okay, class, please go back to your seating arrangement. In a short size bond paper, I want you to answer these following questions. I will giving you 20 minutes to answer and you can start now. Okay, are you done? Please pass your bond paper in front and we can check your answer for the next meeting. And for your assignment, please answer this in a short size bond paper. I want you to find one set of things inside your house to illustrate the 3 methods of sets.